Prime-time local news, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. I'm Astarta Lazo and thank you for joining us. A run for mental health in Lloydminster was announced this morning at Synergy Credit Union. The Synergy Credit Union Sunrise Run will take place on May 10th. A portion of every registration fee will go toward mental health projects in the community through the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation. The run is especially important now with a steady rise in mental health issues in the community.
Project Sunrise, we're able to help fund so many amazing programs in our community to help either be proactive in the mental health realm or to help support those individuals suffering with mental health. So through this run, all the net proceeds will go back to the Lloydminster Region Health Foundation, helping to fund Project Sunrise and with those programs for those people suffering with mental health problems.
Synergy Credit Union is sponsoring $50,000 towards the run. Lloydminster Region Health Foundation CEO Stephanie Monroe says that Synergy, along with other sponsors in the community, help make the run possible.
Is Synergy Credit Union's commitment. Amongst that, we have our other amazing sponsors that have also stepped up.
For anyone interested in signing up for the Sunrise Run, registration begins tomorrow at 7 a.m. on 321GoRunning.ca. A quarterly update on the development of the Synovus Energy Hub was discussed at this council this week. Lloydminster is well on their way with interior construction of the anticipated facility. With the rink well on its way now, the city is proud of its progression up to this point.
As you can imagine, in this time of winter, and that was one of the challenges, was getting the building closed up in late November. All the work that's going on currently at the site is moved indoors until spring thaw is completed, and we see the outside landscaping and parking lot development continue from that perspective.
Funding for the facility is still a major priority, with sponsorship opportunities open to the public to counteract the hefty cost.
Every facility that falls in that recreation culture, the city has had participation from the community, either individuals, businesses, groups, foundations. And we're still working through that. Currently, there's sponsorship opportunities where you would actually put your name on something in particular.
The fundraising committee has a radiothon planned in April. So far, they have raised $170,000 towards the arena. Lloydminster's annual Winterfest will once again take place on Family Day. The events of the day will be spread across a few different locations in the city, with each place having its own unique thing to do.
February 17th is our returning annual Winterfest event. It's taking place at 5 different facilities from 10 till 3. Free admission, there's no charge for any of the activities whatsoever. And our presenting sponsor, once again, is LNA CPA.
City recreation programmer Sandra Brown says that Winterfest always manages to bring the community together through various fun activities and sports.
For everyone to get together in the community. We are hoping for the outdoor activities. We'll be making a decision on Friday whether we can go ahead with those out at Bud Miller. But regardless, there's lots of activities. If you've ever wanted to try curling, for example.
Anyone looking for more details about each individual activity can head to lloydminster.ca/winterfest. Real Canadian Wrestling is hitting Lloydminster in March for their Love and War event, and I was able to talk to one of the wrestlers who is also a Lloydminster favorite. Today I'm joined by Nathan Spence, or Nasty Nick Nixon, from Real Canadian Wrestling to talk about the upcoming Love and War event here in Lloydminster. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to talk.
So, yeah, my first question is, can you tell me more about the upcoming Love and War RCW event? And is there a theme because of the title?
Well, with the Love and War, I know that 2 of our wrestlers, Bobby Sharp and Kat Von Hees, they're married. They travel all across Canada wrestling together. It's very impressive. They are wrestling, oh gosh, I should know this. They're wrestling someone. They're involved in a big match. I can't remember exactly who they're wrestling, but we're going to see for one of the first time, I think it was the first time ever in Lloydminster, they'll be tagging together. So it'll be a wife and husband tag teaming together against some dastardly guys who deserve to get their butts beat in. So it'll be pretty exciting for them. The main event of the match, I'm actually going to be headlining. It's going to be myself, Nate Nixon, versus my longtime rival, Cannonball Kelly, in a barbed wire bat match. So there's going to be a baseball bat with barbed wire, and that's the only weapon that's legal. And yeah, it's going to be very, very intense and a really wicked fun time, and I hope people come out and see it.
That sounds so exciting. And so is this event like a tour?
So we do tours, yes, but this one is kind of like we come to Lloydminster once a month, and it's like so our tour would be like we would do Lloydminster on Thursday, Edmonton Friday, Calgary Saturday. You know what I mean? So like, yes, it will be part of a tour. I just don't know where we'll be going the days after. Usually it's usually like Lloydminster Thursday, Friday Edmonton, Saturday Calgary. Sometimes a show Sunday, but it's a little far out, so I can't say 100% yet. But we've been coming to Lloyd for a long time, and it's one of my favorite places in all of Canada to go to. It's fantastic.
Yeah, oh my god, that sounds exciting. And so it is going to be next month, right?
Yes, March 20th.
March 20th, wonderful. And so as a wrestler, can you tell me more about some of the things that you do to prepare for matches and events like this?
Yeah, lots of weight training, lots of wrestling training. Of course, that's going to be the biggest part. We have there's a local school I train at called Clandestine Wrestling Society, and I'm there 1-2 times a week. Sometimes life happens, so you can't go every week, but always there, just like with football and whatnot. Always there, practicing moves, refreshing your skills. You know what I mean? But then a big part of it is weight training as well. You know what I mean? You want to ideally you look the part, you know what I mean? You got some muscles on you, which is going to make everything so much easier. Big thing I've been getting into a lot more. I turned 30 last year, so I've been doing a lot more yoga. I've been doing a lot of yoga lately. It's amazing. I turned 30 and things start feeling weird in ways they didn't before, so I've had to do a lot more preventative stuff, you know what I mean, to get myself warmed up. But yeah, doing a lot of yoga lately, and it has been kicking my butt, but it's been, I've been noticing some strengthening things and feeling better in some ways, so it's been really good.
And so, well, that's all the questions I have, really, but also, is there anything else you just wanted to share just for people to know that we might have not covered?
I mean, in my opinion, I think pro wrestling is the best, I think pro wrestling is the best, entertainment, sport, art form, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it sport, some people call it entertainment, some people call it sports entertainment. I truly believe, pro wrestling is the best, art form. So it's one of the only places where you could have a husband and wife fighting 2 other people, or heck, you might even have the husband and wife wrestle each other to work out some issues at home to see. I've literally seen it where they did a husband and wife wrestle each other. Loser does the dishes for a month. You know what I mean? Versus at the same time, you could have a barbed wire bat match where there's 2 guys beating each other up with a barbed wire bat. Or at the same time, you can have, any number of things. I truly believe pro wrestling is the best, most entertaining art form. It's incredible, and I think more people, I think everyone should experience it and see it. And we're in the golden age of pro wrestling right now with TikTok, social media. I mean, WWE is on Netflix right now, so it's easier to watch than ever, and the athletes are the best they've ever been. You see stuff, I see guys on TV who are former gymnasts, former Olympians doing stuff, you know what I mean? It's the best time, the best quality. So if you've ever thought about, pro wrestling, whatever your preconceived notions are, wrestling is the best it's ever been right now in 2025. Check it out.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for agreeing to do the interview, and I'm excited to attend the Love and War event, and yeah, good luck. E.S. Laird held an exploratory this morning at their school. Our Jackson Fontaine has more on that.
Throughout the school year, E.S. Laird Middle School puts on exploratories, which gives students the opportunity to choose an activity in the morning to participate in. These are usually put on 2 to 3 times a year and allows the students to attempt new challenges.
It's really important because it gives kids an opportunity to try things that are new to them, try things that maybe they wouldn't normally put themselves out to do in a safe environment.
Activities inside ES Laird included getting the opportunity to get creative with watercolor painting and also cookie decorating. For the acting lovers, there was stage combat in the library, and in the gym, it was girls' self-defense classes. The students and the teachers loved every bit of the morning fun.
I think more schools should do them. They're a wonderful opportunity for our kids and they love them.
I think it's really fun, and it's a really good opportunity for kids to try something new.
I like to be close to my friends, and I like to try new things.
Many other activities away from the school included hockey and bowling. Jackson Fontaine, Primetime Local News.
We'll have more primetime local news after the break. Holy Rosary High School has started up a brand new indoor rowing club for its students. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
Great change!
The rowing club started earlier this February and is open to all students who want to learn about the sport of rowing.
It's an opportunity for all students to come and try rowing. Whether you have a background in other athletics or you just want a chance to get out, have some fun, improve your fitness, improve your mental health, it's a great opportunity to just come and have fun after school.
The program has a lot of students already enrolled, like Gabrielle Monroe, who hopes more students join the club.
Because it's a lot of fun, and anybody can row, no matter like how old they are or their like ability, like if they're like into exercise or if they're not, because it's easy and you can join at a later age or if you're really young, and it's just really fun.
The club is also happy to be hosting an event over the next few weeks.
Rowing Canada has an initiative called Coast to Coast, and it's happening in these upcoming weeks. We're going to host our own Coast to Coast here at Holy Rosary High School on February 24th from 5 to 7 p.m. All students, all families, all staff are welcome to come and try rowing.
Thomas Wildman, Primetime, Local News.
A local man started his own business from home selling his homemade cinnamon buns. Our Randy Cormish got a chance to speak with him.
Today I'm joined by George Neidish, aka Cinnamon, who started his own business from home making cinnamon buns. So George, how long have you been baking for and what inspired you to turn it into a business?
Well, I guess I've been baking kind of my whole life, but I guess started early, like my granny and my mom and all that stuff. I started doing it a little bit more after I met my current wife, and she's been, I guess, the biggest push for me to do this because she really enjoys my baking, and all of her friends started enjoying their baking. Just a couple of years ago, it was around September, it was on her birthday. We were up with all her friends, and of course, novelty, every time we get together, I make cinnamon buns. So everybody's bugging me that we should start myself a business for it. And so we were spitballing different names and everything, sitting around visiting, and then just month after that is like, we're going. So then I kind of do this winter months, not so much in the summer because I don't have air conditioning, and it's all based out of my house. It's all like a low risk food just because it's easier that way. Yeah, that's pretty much what got me started, is that.
Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. And do you make everything from scratch? And where do you source your ingredients from?
I do. I make everything from scratch. It's kind of like a totally made up recipe. I don't have anything written down or anything. And it's just kind of, I just do basically the same thing every time. So yeah, it's all, every time it's going to be slightly different, but still extremely enjoyable from what I've heard from everybody. I'm kind of tired of them myself. That's why I have so many different flavors to choose from. But yeah, it's all my stuff I get, Superstore. The odd time if I'm going up to the city, I'll go hit up Walmart or Costco. Sorry, I'll hit up Costco in the big city and get a couple things there. And
yeah, exactly. And What are the flavor options? Like, what kind of flavors do you have? You
Oh
were just
shoot.
saying.
Well, most popular are just plain old standard with cream cheese icing, and then salted caramel pecan. Those are the two most popular. And then I do like blueberry cheesecake, black forest, maple bacon, uh, apple crumble. I should have wrote them all down before this. So I have 13 different flavors, like a Mexican hot chocolate, just a plain hot chocolate. Yeah, I can't even think of all of them right now.
Yeah,
So
wow, it sounds really delicious.
yeah,
But yeah, and did you ever face any challenges just starting the business from your home, or was it all smooth sailing?
I first off got my food handling, all that stuff. Space is a huge part of what I do. So I got a couple of racks that I use in the house and just different, trying to keep everything, well, with having animals, not everything hairless, like everything locked up all the time.
Yeah. And what's been the most rewarding part, like turning your love for baking into a business?
Most rewarding part is, I guess, hearing everybody appreciate them.
Mhm.
Like because I said, like I've had them my whole life. I still don't think I do them as well as my mom ever did. And so when I hear people make comment about, oh, like you got this from your mom kind of thing. So stuff like that really makes me appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then is there just anything you wanted to say to the people out there that are supporting your business?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
thank you. Like I've done 450 or so pans since I've started, and in a short period of time. And I typically only bake one day a week.
Oh,
So
wow.
I am busy that one day a week. I've done up to 36 pans around Christmas time in a day. So, and I typically do everything myself. So I guess for some of those people, please be patient sometimes with getting orders ready to go. I do take some specialty orders if somebody's having meetings or anything like that. Like I just took some to the hospital today. From that, somebody else from the hospital is wanting to order some to have for their people, and so it's just word of mouth is what's getting everything around. So I appreciate that from everybody who's ordered from me.
Yeah, awesome. Well, that's all the questions I have for you today, George. Thank you so much for joining me, and congratulations on your business.
Well, thank you.
And now let's take a look at your pets of the day. Thank you for watching Primetime Local News and have a great rest of your day.